Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am TheSaffronMan and this is RedVsRed. Now before we get started, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that's hit follow on Rumble lately. We are up to 17 followers on Rumble. Much love for that support. Appreciate it. You're now ahead of YouTube for the first time ever and I love that, so appreciate that. Now, but look, let's get into the nitty gritty of what happened yesterday. Manchester United went to the Arsenal and we ended up losing 2-0 to corners. And now I did a video on the prediction and I was like, look, Arsenal are good at corners. Against City, they were evident that that's a real kind of danger to anyone that plays Arsenal. And they've got a set piece coach. They're really focusing on their corners. But look, there's been a little bit of an aftermath, right? People are coming out and complaining about Arsenal scoring from corners or whatever. People are complaining that some of our players aren't good enough. They didn't turn up, like Marcus Rashford and everything else. And I'm just like, whoa. Let's just take a chill pill for a second, reevaluate a situation and put things in perspective, right? Arsenal are like second at the moment. We're like, I know, we're mid-table. Let's not get it twisted. We're not competing for titles at the moment. And we want to get to that point, but we're not there yet, right? So, I predicted that we'd win 2-1, but I also said that, look, I can see us losing. It's not the end of the world, okay? So, look, let's go down the game a little bit. There are positives, but I kind of want to talk about Arsenal and the whole aftermath of, they scored by corner. Arsenal's tactics are to win wherever possible. It doesn't, it's like when you're, like, okay, you tell your striker, only score headed goals. Like, it's not going to happen, are you? Like, it's not just going to score headed goals or whatever. You score with whatever part of your body, even your hand, if you can get away with it. It's very rare nowadays with VAR. But if you can score with any part of your body and it goes in, awesome. It doesn't matter how you score as long as it goes in. Whether your backside or your head, or if it goes in, it's a goal. It doesn't matter if you score from corners or you score from free kicks or you score from open play or a striker scores from penalty. It doesn't matter. That's the game of football. We knew Arsenal are good at corners, and we're not the best at defending them. Honestly, you look back to the Champions League last year with the free kicks and the corner, it was just, we're not at that same level as Arsenal yet, right? Especially at home at Arsenal, and it's just, let's just take a step back, right? If we had the same opportunity, like when David Beckham was, we won by free kicks all the time. I think he only got like 7 or 8 free kicks a season, something like that. But mate, that's godly. That is. No one kind of gets that from free kicks nowadays. And we weren't complaining then, or I don't think anyone else was kind of complaining that we were scoring free kicks all. Mate, that's the game. You score however you can, whenever you can, and you get the job done. Just because Arsenal happen to be okay at set pieces and corners, especially because of how they go about it, I think that's a skill. That's not, that's not a Tony Pulis way, as what I've been hearing from other people. Look, however you can score, right? If we were to have those tactics, I don't think Arsenal will be saying, they're just. I think it's just a silly argument. You score however you can score a goal. You win by whatever means necessary to try and get the 3 points, right? Hell, if you can score from indirect throw-ins, or if the goalkeeper kicks it long and it's like Route 1 football and you get Peter Crouch at the end of it and volley it from 40, mate, that's football, right? We have to deal with that. So the one thing I did think, though, is I thought Maguire might be able to counter that a little bit more. But the Arsenal tactics were just they're too wily, too cunning, we just weren't ready for that. We were trying to go man marking, it didn't work. We tried the zonal marking, it didn't work either. It's like when we went to zone mark, they changed their tactics, and when we went to man mark, they changed their tactics to, it was just, we weren't ready for it. So, look, we knew that this was going to be a tough game. This is Amorim's 4th game in charge of Manchester United, 3rd game in charge of Manchester United. we can't expect miracles instantly, and we know that. Deep down, we knew that it was going to be a tough game, right? But let's not go crazy over it. It's 3 points. We can pick up more points throughout the table, but we weren't ever going to win the Premier League this season. However, we can win the FA Cup, and we've been drawn against them in the FA Cup third round. So I think we can take the lessons learned. Remember, we were doing corner practice, defending corner practice during the warm-up before the match even started yesterday, and then we kind of conceded two. And we're having to do that because we don't have enough time, like everyone else, to do stuff on the training pitch. But unlike everyone else, their managers have had a whole pre-season and a summer tour and a first half of the season to kind of get to grips with all the tactics and all the man management, right? But we haven't got that privilege right now. Amorim's come in pretty much a third of the way through. Yeah, we've got a game every 2 or 3 days. You take travel into consideration. There's just not enough time on the training pitch. And so we're doing that wherever we can. Before matches, after matches, in the dressing rooms. He's put chairs and TVs in the Manchester United dressing room to try and get as much out of them as they can in the time allotted. It's completely feasible that we're going to be, the storm is coming. Like, we're going to take some time to try and get better. But I don't blame the players. I don't blame the manager. I just wish everyone would just take a little bit of a chill pill and just see what's happening in front of us. There were so many positives to take from that game yesterday, despite the result. The fact that Mason Mount is looking energetic and available. It's annoying that Luke Shaw's injured again. I don't know what's going on there, but Amorim has come out in support of him, saying, look, we're going to be here for him. Lenny Yoro made a return, which is really good to see. We actually have, for the first time in a long time, a bit of squad depth, and we're using it. We're rotating players. They're not playing all the time. I really like what we're seeing. Now, one of the problems with Erik ten Hag is that it was basketball all the time, back and forth. It was never really going, it was utter chaos for the majority of the matches. It wasn't that yesterday. We were under the cosh a bit in the second half, and that's fine. But in that first half, Arsenal were getting restless. Not just the players, but their fans. There were moans, there were groans, we were really good off the ball. We just couldn't find that outlet when going forward. And that's fine, we're not perfect yet. But Amorim's had like 24 hours to tell them what he wants to do. I think overall, they did a pretty good job. I was very happy with the first half, and it's just we weren't good enough for the second. But that's to be expected, as I've talked about all the points before. But it's really good to see that we have that defensive shape, and that's only going to improve over time. And now Amorim's just need to try and find a way to express on how we're going to push forward and control the ball from keeping our shape and moving progressively forward into the opposition half and controlling the match there for periods at a time. So look, I'm really not worried about all the hullabaloo about people talking about. Look, congrats to Arsenal. If we could score by corners, that's fine. It's a weapon in the arsenal, right? No pun intended on that one. But however we can score, however anyone can score legally, that's fine. Just because they score from a few corners, the delivery it takes, they're working hard at that skill set, and that's absolutely fine. But yeah, we have the FA Cup third round coming up, and that's going to be a big game. And we should take all the lessons learned from yesterday's match against the Arsenal and hopefully implement them for the FA Cup third round tie. It's going to be a big game, and I'm actually looking forward to that one more than yesterday's game. I was nervous for yesterday's game. I was trying to be positive on the video, but I kind of knew that we were going to lose, right? But look, that's the growth, that's the process that we're on as a club, as a team, to try and improve for the coming days and weeks and months and towards the end of the season and try and become a competing team again. So yeah, I'm not filled with hate or bitterness after the result from yesterday. I saw a lot of positives. lots of improvement off the ball, keeping that shape. I like our shape when we're off the ball. Again, it's just trying to find ways to get our attacking players more involved, and we kind of had that trouble with Erik ten Hag anyway. But look, let's try and stop those goals and work forward. Again, I'm very happy with how... Obviously, I would love for us to win, but it could have been worse. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. And the fact that it's just 2 corners, I mean, it's a fine margin. It's a fine margin. We shut them out pretty much from open play for the majority. I think there was like 2 or 3 clear-cut chances, but yeah, we had them covered pretty much. We're on the ropes a little bit, but again, we're away from home. We can't go gung-ho against Arsenal when we're away at home. But it's good to see players coming back. It's good to see injuries sorting themselves out, Luke Shaw aside. So, yeah, I'm very happy and I'm very positive. So, everyone kind of raging, that's okay. It's 3 points. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of our season. We're still in cup competitions. We've still got lots of learning and progression to do. We have a January window coming up, but we have a very busy Christmas period coming up, starting with Nottingham Forest on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. UK time. Sporadiclese will be doing a match preview for that on the video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I just want everyone to it's okay. It's alright, let's not lose our heads or anything like that. We don't need to go calling names or shouting. It's okay. We'll get that sorted. But let me know what you think down below. I just wanted to have a quick little catch up. So thank you for all the support. Again, if you're enjoying the content, please hit the follow button to show your support. I wish you all a happy holidays. And you'll see Sporadiclese on Friday. You'll probably see both of us for our main podcast at the weekend on either Saturday after the game or Sunday when we've got a bit more time to kind of chill out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the games on Saturday. I'm looking forward to having a revenge meeting against Arsenal in the FA Cup. So yeah, thanks for all your support. I'm TheSaffronMan, and I'll see you guys real soon. And let me know in the comment section down below if you agree. Did you get angry? Are you more chilled out now? You let me know down below. Till then, see you soon. Peace.